133 weapons of mass destruction for Jamaica. We were able to detect them using our scanning technology, and we were able to recover them. The investigations are ongoing, and I am certain that our security forces will track down, along with our international partners, those who were responsible for this. To our Jamaicans overseas and those who are here collaborating in the importation of illegal weapons, we will find them, and we will find you.
Jamaica has never been in a position to immediately recover from a shock. And you can just think about it, just reflect. Whether it is Hurricane Gilbert, whether it is an oil price shock, whether it is the fallout in bauxite prices, whether it was FinSac, whatever it is, whether it is the 2008 financial crisis. In fact, in the 2008 financial crisis, we did not return to our 2009 GDP until 10 years after. After the pandemic, Jamaica...
Greetings and welcome back to Auntie Yami channel. Welcome my Jamaican people. Welcome my brothers and sisters out there. Today we are back. We are back to demonstrate that after doing a lot of researches, I've come up with a summary where I've discovered that the Jamaican Prime Minister is really delivering. And I've got evidence because, you know what? I know there's opposition out there. I'm just someone who is a content creator out here. But at the end of the day, I've been watching, checking. I've had some comments saying that schools or that one or people are poor, people are crying. Why are you supporting him? You don't live here. You don't need to live in Jamaica to know that someone is delivering. It doesn't mean that the right prime minister or president has to start delivering within 2 years or 1 year. No. Rome wasn't built in one day. Even England, where I am, it wasn't built in one day. Even Jamaica by itself, it wasn't built in one day. What about US? Was it built in one day because they've got all the resources? No. Everywhere in the world, it took time to develop. So today is the day we are going to continue to campaign about Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister, who is delivering to his people. I know that he's been serving since 2018, but let's give credit where it's needed, because it's not all that easy after COVID pandemic. Most of the economies out there, they're suffering the aftermath of COVID to date. So what about a president who has even produced a finance minister who is now working with IMF? Do you believe that someone can just get an opportunity working with IMF without delivering? There's a reason. Let's take Jamaica 2016. Jamaica 2016 was in debt. It was in debt and it wasn't good. Life was very expensive. Life was tough among citizens. Life was not what it is now. But it doesn't mean that the government has to be giving free money to people. Sometimes people, we don't understand. Whenever your country is progressing, we have to also support the government. said before, if the government is delivering, we have to give the government credit. We have to support our government, even if we are opposition, but we have to work together. This is why we are having problems in many countries, just because people come there and discourage the ruling government because they are jealousy. Opposition will never come and say something good about another leader. That is not good. And even as citizens, we want to discourage. We want to make sure that we are promoting negativity. What else did you want this government, this prime minister to deliver apart from what is happening? Why can't you give credit where credit is needed? As I said, 2016, Jamaica had a lot of debt. But now, as someone who is not Jamaican, I know what I'm talking about. I know why I'm choosing this type of content, because I can see a man who has got a vision, a man who has brought a candidate, his candidate working with IMF, International Monetary Fund. Are you telling me that you people who are always against, opposing the progress, you cannot see by yourself that Nigel Clark, the former finance minister, is now working with IMF?
Congratulations to Dr. Nigel Clark, by the way. He's the Minister of Finance for Jamaica, and he was appointed the Deputy Managing Director of the IMF.
We don't need any evidence about how they are delivering. It means that this president knows what he's doing. We can talk about corruption. We can talk about anything, but this is just talk. I always say that. But we need to talk about the evidence which is there, not just theory, but now I'm gonna back up my content with what I've researched about Jamaican Prime Minister. This is a summary of major developments and initiatives by Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness since 2018. I've said already, go back to 2018 going down and check how the Jamaican economy was affected. Let's read this. Let me explain to you what I've gathered so far. Economical growth and stability, debt reduction. I did not say that he's managed to cancel all the debt, but reduction. What has he been doing? Continued reduction of Jamaica's debt to GDP ratio, which has improved international confidence in the country's economy. IMF program completion. Successfully completed the International Monetary Fund IMF program in 2019. That was within a year, marking a significant milestone in economic reform. That was on a year. 2018, 2019, he started to deliver debt reduction. Don't you think this is why IMF employed the finance minister? Investment promotion. Initiatives to attract foreign direct investment, especially in tourism, logistics and BPO, business process outsourcing. This was implemented, not like might be promises or campaign. No, because some of you you are thinking about the campaign. Based on my findings, I'm not really much into campaigning. I'm much into delivering what he's managed to fulfill, to implement. COVID-19 response, public health measures, implementation of curfews, mask mandates, and vaccination campaigns to manage the pandemic. Economic support, introduction of care program, providing financial assistance to vulnerable individuals and businesses affected by COVID-19. This one was also implemented. I know some of you are against the vaccines. I saw a comment where some individuals were against. Anyway, I'm not supporting that, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying that these are some of the things he implemented. Do you know that there are most of the countries in Africa, they did not implement the leaders. They couldn't manage. And up to now, people are struggling the aftermath of COVID. I'm not saying that everyone there in Jamaica is doing fine. No, I did not say that. There's no government which will just make everyone rich unless all of us, we have to work hard. Crime and security. Zones of Special Operations, ZOSO. Expansion of ZOSOs in crime-prone communities, combining security operations with social intervention. National security investments. Increased funding for the police force. Acquisition of new equipment and technology upgrades to fight crime. Increased funding from where it was. He decided and he noticed that crime was very high and he needed to employ more police and also put money to invest in new technology. Infrastructure and housing, road improvement projects. Major projects like the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project to enhance transportation. Affordable housing. Expansion of the National Housing Trust. Initiatives to provide more affordable homes for Jamaicans. This is what has been so far implemented. I've seen videos of some of the citizens, I'm not saying everyone, being handed over the properties, affordable housing. The housing scheme where everyone can afford, even the poor. This is what is all about. I'll go back to crime. I've seen videos, even evidence that crime in Jamaica was very high. Is reducing. I'm not saying that 100%. I've seen instances about people being killed, abducted, and organs removed. This is what is going around the whole world. But by just increasing the funding, that really helps. I remember here in the UK, because of crime, people were fighting the government to increase funding to the police, Metropolitan Police, employ more community police, invest to stop crime. And this is happening. Digital learning, education. I've heard some of the people commenting on my previous video that there are no schools. Then I'm like, Wow. So are you telling me that in Jamaica there are no schools? But now I thought, let me do some research. My findings are here. Digital learning. Acceleration of digital learning tools and infrastructure, especially during the pandemic, that was implemented because there were no schools. Kids were not going to school. Now, what was implemented? Acceleration of digital learning tools. School infrastructure. Investments in building and upgrading schools across the island. This is what was invested. He had to put money, invest, so that they can build more schools for our future leaders. Climate change and environment. Renewable energy. Promoting of renewable energy projects, including solar and wind. Disaster preparedness, strengthening disaster response systems and infrastructure to better handle hurricanes and other natural disasters. This is also very important. As you can see, as you know already, that you've had a lot of disasters, natural disasters, in Jamaica, hurricanes. Now, he has to make sure he puts money to deal with that, to be ready. Make sure the risk assessment is in place. You have to know what to do in case of emergency. Social program, path program expansion. Continued support and expansion of the program of advancement through health and education path for vulnerable families. We've seen that, the elderly people getting that support. I saw one video, another elderly woman crying in front of the Prime Minister homes because she couldn't believe that now she's getting money. She's getting social help. Youth empowerment. This is very important. These are our future leaders. Initiatives targeting youth employment and skills training. Very important. International relations. CARICOM leadership. Active participation in CARICOM and advocacy for regional integration and cooperation. Global partnership, strengthening ties with countries such as US, China, and the UK for investment, trade, and development aid. This is the main thing, because if you are a government, you have to work with others. Even trade, tourism, you have to work with other countries. We need each other. So these are some of the points I got. And in the last one, but not least, you can remind me others. Notable achievements. Andrew Holness led the Jamaican Labour Party, JLP, to a landslide victory in 2020 general elections, securing a strong mandate to continue his policy agenda. This is why we have to fight. Jamaicans, you need to fight. And vote wisely. Remember, mistakes will cost us forever. But think twice to choose a leader who will deliver, not the leader who will just talk, use words, and not deliver. You know that this party, this government is delivering, but you come there and discourage people. People, they'll just pinpoint, on a negativity, because people, they don't understand. We are all human beings. We can have weaknesses and strength. Every human being has got weaknesses and strength. Even that party leader, even that opposition leader you love has got weaknesses and strength. You don't want to bring someone who is gonna get Jamaica back to debt, who is gonna destroy what has been already started to progress. This is my message to you, all Jamaicans. Let me know what you think. I know this is debatable. I'm open to anyone to comment, but not insult. I'm here as a content creator. Any content I use here, if I want to talk about something, I have to do some research. Everything I'm talking about here is about what I've researched. I'm not saying that everyone in Jamaica is doing fine. I know that there are people who are not happy with some of the policies. I respect that. But it's debatable. And it's not everyone who is going to agree with one party. But thank God, majority of Jamaicans, they can understand and support Andrew Holness. Thank you very much. Continue listening to these few clips as we end our video. Pinpoint on a negativity, because people, they don't understand. We are all human beings. We can have weaknesses and strength. Every human being has got weaknesses and strength. Even that party leader, even that opposition leader you love has got weaknesses and strength. You don't want to bring someone who is gonna get Jamaica back to debt, who is gonna destroy what has been already started to progress. This is my message to you, all Jamaicans. Let me know what you think. I know this is debatable. I'm open to anyone to comment, but not insult. I'm here as a content creator. Any content I use here, if I want to talk about something, I have to do some research. Everything I'm talking about here is about what I've researched. I'm not saying that everyone in Jamaica is doing fine. I know that there are people who are not happy with some of the policies. I respect that. But it's debatable. And it's not everyone who is going to agree with one party. But thank God, majority of Jamaicans, they can understand and support Andrew Holness. Thank you very much. Continue listening to these few clips as we end our video. Let's continue to see some highlights how the Prime Minister of Jamaica interacts with people or integrate with his people. And some of the videos where it's demonstrating that he is a leader with true governance, and he is the present and the future for Jamaica.
Jamaica has never been in a position to immediately recover from a shock. And you can just think about it.
Much for watching. Thank you very much to all my subscribers, both returning and new. Thank you for your support. Continue liking this video. Comment, Let me know what you think about Andrew Holness and his vision as usual. And also, let me know, why are you against his policies? And give me examples so that I can go and also do some research about the person who is your favorite. I will come here and also talk about your favorite. Let me know, give me the names, give me the name of the party, then I'll come here because I'm neutral. But for the meantime, what I've collected, the information I've gathered is about Andrew Holness. So let me know what you think. Why are you against Andrew Holness? Let me know who is your favorite. Is he going to win? Or you got your favorite? Then let me know why you are not happy. So we are going to share also other political parties, but you need to convince me to come and share with you by also commenting. Let me know what that person has done. That candidate, what has he done? Thank you, thank you. God bless you abundantly. See you next. Bye. Ciao.